Thousands of Kenyans today throng the residence of the late George Magohas, who succumbed to death on 24th January 2023 at Nairobi Hospital due to cardiac illness. Many leaders attended Magohas' burial to pass their condolence messages. President William Samoei Arap Ruto broke the silence after skipping former Education Cabinet Secretary Professor George Magohas' burial in Siaya County. Instead, he sent ICT Cabinet Secretary Eliud Owalo to represent him. In his eulogy, President William Samoei Arap Ruto described the late former Education Cabinet Secretary Professor George Magohas as an ambitious man who was not afraid to ask for and pursue what he wanted.
Professor Magohas loved doing his work. He had no half measures. He put his whole heart and his whole being into everything that he did. And he believed in whatever he did. If he did not believe in it, he did not even begin doing it, ladies and gentlemen.
President Ruto labeled that Magohas was a man who held his ideals in high regard and who was ready to get his hands dirty to make his beliefs reality. Ruto added that Magohas was an outstanding leader, scholar, and a professional role model whose dreams, aspiration, and success will be immortalized in history.
He was an outstanding surgeon and a professional role model. As a scholar, he researched and published widely. He was faithful to the academic credo of his times, publish or perish. As a visionary scholar and leader, his towering dreams have been immortalized in his numerous research papers and in the iconic varsity towers at the University of Nairobi, which he believed was the only university in Kenya.
On his part, Uhuru Kenyatta, who received unusual thunderous reception, talked after his handshake brother Raila Amolo Odinga and explained why he appointed Magohas into the education docket as the cabinet secretary. Uhuru urged leaders to copy the good deeds of Magohas, who after his appointment stood out when he stopped exams cheating.
I had an opportunity to interact severally with Professor Magohas, especially at a time when we were going through very difficult times in the education sector. Many of you will recall the numerous cases of exam cheating that used to take place. And when Magohas' term as Vice Chancellor of Nairobi University came to an end, I requested him, because of what I had seen in terms of his contribution to Nairobi University, to take on the role of heading the National Examination Council. And under his leadership, at that time, together with Professor Matiang'i, they saw the eradication of cheating in our national exams, and they brought sanity and quality back to exams and to our education system. Hiyo kazi yote ilikuwa ya huyu mzee ambaye amelala hapa mbele yetu.
Uhuru also said that no person should take credit on the current CBC and the 100% transition. On his side, Raila Amolo Odinga chose to stay away from politics and eulogized the late Magohas as a man who stood out in every sector he touched. Dr. Mabara Odudu, who happens to be the late's wife, while addressing her mourners, labeled to the former CS as a God-fearing and joyous person who lived to impact the lives of those in need.
They say my husband does not smile, but everybody who has seen him knows that that's a smiling face that has left the world. And that's what I want people to remember. He smiled that he gave hope to the hopeless. It's not the certificates. It's not who he was, but what he gave. People wondered what gave him strength. When he had a Kikuyu woman holding his hands and praying, a Kalenjin holding his hands and praying, and all he's asking is, what is he saying? They're saying, God bless you. Okay. And he would stop whatever he was doing to receive those prayers.
The late Dr. George Magohas' son, Michael Magoha, on the other hand, praised his father by saying that he advocated for equality and wanted everyone to remember him in that way. Michael said that his father will be excited by the fact that he will treat everyone equally regardless of their nationality, political affiliation or tribe, since he believed that everyone was the same. He also urged Kenyans to emulate his father's action by providing everyone with an equal chance of success.
He would laugh because he knows, and he has trained me, that is not the point. The point is for me to do my best, and if I can help, I will try and help and make everybody be equal. I know that's my job. But the point that everybody else is missing, don't focus on him. Focus on what he would want. And what he would want is very simple. I don't have big shoes to fill. We all have big shoes to fill. This is for all of you. Wherever you go, start now. Be honest, try your best, upset people, but be forthright. You don't have to be the best person in the world. You don't have to be the nicest person in the world. But you know what you can do? You can give everybody an equal chance in whatever it is that you do. And if you do that, you will be honoring the memory of my father. So thank you all.
Reporting in Siaya County, I'm Dominic Chirchir.